Good morning, everybody. Welcome aboard. Today we are going on a bit of an adventure. There is a rumor that the trout are in up on Fish Creek, which is about an hour north of me. We're going to go up and we're going to go check out what the fishing situation is up there. I'm inside the Bolt Copter today. We're going to lift out of Anchorage. We're going to go up the Big Sioux, and we're going to go fly up to kind of the Squint area and just kind of go see how the gravel bars look right now and see if we can't get into a little bit of trout. That would make me very, very happy. But let's get in the air and let's get going.
Helicopter 78 Juliet traffic left crossing the downwind over Ingress, Skyhawk 1100 KD. Depart to be after owners proceed on the Chest Creek Departure Station approved, wind 3204.
Trout inside field and rescue, here we go, 78 Juliet.
This is 376 traffic over Moose on Golfers, making sure the way 25 Skyhawk 1800.
Looking, Cessna 376.
I am going to need fuel. I am seeing that I'm a little bit low on gas, so I'm probably going to need fuel as we go northbound.
376 traffic hard cross.
Alrighty, we are on our way out of Anchorage. I'm going to get gas probably up in Willow, which is a little bit north of us. I just want to get away from kind of the craziness that we've got going on here. I've got about an hour and 10 minutes of fuel right now. When we get gas out in Willow, we'll have another 3 hours of fuel on board, at least. And we'll get moving.
Helicopter 78 Juliet, the Skyvan infield does report to site Anchorage's landing runway 15. Use caution, frequency crew, have a safe flight.
78 Juliet, we got the Skyvan on the fish finder, we got the heavies on final. Thanks for your help today. We'll talk to you in a few. 78 Juliet. So, as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, I fly relatively low. And I know I'm going to get a little bit of pushback for that, but it keeps me separated from all the other aircraft that are out here doing the same thing. This whole north area, this McKenzie area, is basically the practice area for where pilots basically learn to fly or add ratings. And so they're all up at 2,500 to 3,000, something to the 3,500 range. Most other pilots that are not doing that are low, so they're at about 1,000 feet. In the helicopter, I stay between 500 and 600 feet because it keeps me away from those aircraft that are operating in the 1,000 to 1,200 foot range. Now, one of the other things that's been brought up in the comments a lot lately is a thing called ADSB. Area Detection Surface Broadcast, I think is what it is. ADSB is basically, we have a transponder in our aircraft, and it allows other aircraft to see where we are, and it allows other aircraft to see, well, we can see them, they can see us. Now, all of my aircraft are equipped with ADSB. Most pilots up here don't have ADSB. I'd say it's probably 40% that actually spend the money and get ADSB. In the lower 48, ADSB is pretty much the standard. Almost all aircraft have it because they're around airports where it's required. In Alaska, it is not required unless you go into the Charlie, which is the big airspace around Anchorage, which is literally Anchorage's airspace. So most people up here don't have it, so it's not really something that I can see a lot of on my screen. For me, it is all about giving myself altitude differentiation from the other aircraft that are flying, and it's also giving myself really a head on a swivel kind of thing. It's seeing be seen up here. So while I'm flying, I am constantly scanning to look for other aircraft that are in my same vicinity, at my same altitude, even those that are above me, because I can't rely on my equipment in my aircraft to tell me, even though I'm broadcasting and I can see those other, a lot of other aircraft, I can't see them all.
I keep on leaving me back, words in my head, they're set on the parallel.
I fly a lot, I've been flying for a very long time, so for me it's second nature to do a lot of this stuff, and it's very interesting to have to talk to the camera about what I'm thinking and what's going through my mind. My amazing editor, John, he's not a pilot, and so he has asked me also, like, hey, can you cover some of this stuff while we're flying so that he has knowledge as well. So I'm gonna try to do a lot more of this for you guys. Need to make a radio call? Goose Bay traffic, black helicopter. We're just to the west of the power lines. We're transitioning 600 going northbound.
Bay traffic, number 23, Mike,
I
is
keep
turning
on
left.
leaving me perfect words in my head. Now they're dead set on running parallel. Why do it? Why do it? Always kicking myself, kicking myself. Haven't we made it, my love? Oh, honey, look how we made it this far.
Well, traffic, black helicopter lifting from the fuel pit. We'll be going, we're going back to the highway.
Take a look at where we are. Haven't we made it, my love? Oh, honey, look how we made it this far. Hasn't the pace been a long bit? Oh, honey, take a look at where we are.
Big Susitna is really just like a giant playground out here.
Traffic, black hub, turning base, 13.
All right, so we're gonna wrap the Sioux. We're gonna go up to see what we can find. We need some clear streams that are good to land at. So I trust Onyx quite a bit. Onyx is kind of my Onyx is pretty much my source of information on whether I can land there, if it's private, if it's a recreational area, if it's a state park. I use Onyx a lot. Nope, video's not sponsored by Onyx. It's just an app that I absolutely love. So the reason that we're not fishing in this river specifically, it's pretty murky, and I want clear streams. So I put it in ForeFlight where I want to go, and we're gonna kind of follow a little bit west here and see if I can get some more clear streams. All right, time to keep the speed up and get out to where we're going.
After landing and getting my fishing gear out, I started taking a look at the stream to figure out what I wanted to fish with and where I was planning on fishing. And it was about this time that I started realizing that the water was running a lot faster and fuller than it usually does. It was also a lot murkier than it usually is. Now, this was probably because the week prior, it had warmed up quite a bit, and it caused a lot more runoff coming in from the glacier. And that's totally normal, but it actually impacted the way this river fished, and what this ultimately led to was a pretty unsuccessful day out on the water. Now that's okay, we all know that fishing, sometimes you run into those problems, but in this situation, it really made the day very challenging, and I actually didn't end up catching anything. It also shortened my day out on the river because, well, the wind started picking up quite a bit, which made fly fishing rather challenging. And if you noticed when I landed, I was pretty close to those trees. So I didn't want the wind to pick up too much to make it challenging to get out of. So I shortened the day quite a bit and got back in the helicopter to get back home so I could spend some time with the family.
Guys, thanks again for joining in on yet another adventure. You know what? Today we took the Bolt Copter, we flew up north, We attempted to catch some fish today, but unfortunately, we're a little unsuccessful. But you know what? At the end of the day, we got to land on a remote gravel bar, kind of in the middle of nowhere, in the helicopter, and that in itself is a heck of a lot of fun. If you liked these kind of videos and you want to follow along on some of the other crazy stuff that we have planned, like cliff jumping off of glaciers, or paddleboarding around glaciers, or we're gonna go take the float plane, we're gonna go land it at a glacier. We might even have some backcountry spring skiing coming along that we're gonna access with the float plane. If that sounds interesting to you, all you have to do to join in on the journey is hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you as one of our adventurers. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. And for those of you that made it all the way to the end, do me a favor and drop helicopter into the comments to let me know that you made it all the way to the end. You never know. I might be going through there and giving away an Adventure Alaska hoodie. So I might select one of you randomly and send you an Adventure Alaska hoodie. So go ahead and drop helicopter in the comments for those of you that made it to the end. I hope you enjoyed this one. We'll catch you on the next one.